Welcome, everybody. This is the KubeVirt community meeting, May 15th, 2019. Probably a bit of a light agenda today as Red Hat Summit was last week, and I don't think we had a lot of features. We've been mainly focused on testing. But with that, I will turn it over to Roman to discuss Red Hat Summit.
Hi, so I was there on Red Hat Summit, and I spent a little bit of time on the booth and presented also a little bit. And KubeVirt is generally received also there by a lot of people as something very useful and which they're missing. A lot of people are very interested if they can run or bring in workloads from other management systems like VMware or OpenStack. And also they were very interested on how stable we already are. There were really a lot of people coming over which are following the project but not yet using it. And I think what bites us there right now a little bit is that we are sticking with alpha on the API so long. Right now it's mostly about not breaking the API for all the existing projects and less about the stability of running basic virtual machines, right? We already have some users, or for some time already, which use it pretty successfully in a stable way. Apart from that, yeah, showed some demos on how easy it is to install KubeVirt. That was pretty well received, that you really only need KVM on the node, nothing else. And migrations were also a very interesting topic for many people. They were happy to see it. Further, regarding to features which we don't yet have, but which they would want to see, is cloning, snapshotting, and hot plug. Although it's not clear to me on how important it is for people. It's just something which they are interested in, and I could not entirely find out how important it is in general for them, or if it's a deal breaker to try out KubeVirt or not. Yeah.
Thanks,
any questions?
Yeah, any questions, guys? Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, with that, is there anything else anybody wanted to add at the last minute here to the agenda? All right, moving on to the open floor, update from Roman, PROW progress update.
Yeah, so before we went to Summit, we matched already some patches which prepare KubeVirt for running all our tests with Pro. That works now. Everything good so far. We didn't switch anything over because of Summit. I also now got the credentials and the budget for GCS to store build artifacts and the logs and the test results. So all set there. Still, I will be out next week on KubeCon. I would prefer if we then switch over after I'm back from there. The switch would include not fully enabling Pro, just the first set. And the first set is that we just run all tests like we do now with standard CI on Pro, which gives us the /retest and all the other features from Pro, but not yet the automatic merging. I'm not sure. We're still figuring out what's the perfect place for CI in the future. I'm not sure if we can make it reliable enough to introduce the automatic merging right now, but I'm sure we will be able to do that later.
So this is going to replace our standard CI?
Yeah, and the immediate benefit that you should have is less reruns. So Pro just reruns tests based on changes if they occurred some on master and if they're failing. So, you know, we run our usual tests like the H1 should have, and very often it fails because of one test, which succeeds every second run or something. You just hit /retest and it just reruns the ones which are failing, or if master changed, and that's pretty nice already. Also, we have then some logs which are filtering out and highlighting errors and so on, so it's easier to spot issues. We have a test history then per pull request and per test type, which can be browsed. What was also there before on standard CI, but which is still there, is the The JUnit test results are still there. And we can also archive artifacts from now on that when we enable it. And there's an interesting thing which I always found very useful, but I'm not sure if you want to introduce it here too. And that is, I always liked when you have a pull request that there is the possibility for others to try it out from the release side. And with all this artifact pushing to GCS, we can now easily push build artifacts like manifests on every pull request which is open, so that people can just install this pull requests. We can push it to Docker Hub or Gway and release build manifests there, which then can be installed and tested out. That might be something interesting if other people on other projects want to try out a pull request already, which can sometimes hang for a few weeks until it's in a final shape. But I always liked it and wanted to bring it up as a possibility. It's almost no additional work, so it might be worth it. I don't know what others are thinking.
Very cool. So I heard we're supposed to merge this immediately and not wait for KubeCon?
Definitely. I just hit merge now. No, after KubeCon.
Cool. And speaking of KubeCon, turning it over to Pep to discuss that.
Yeah, just a brief reminder that there will be a KubeVirt meetup during KubeCon on Wednesday. There's a link there in the notes to, well, more details and register. So far, over 20 people registered, so we will have a nice crowd of people talking about KubeVirt. And as a side comment to, or Fabian, should we, I mean, as so many people will be there, I'm wondering if we should cancel the meeting, this meeting next week.
Good point. I would favor that, as I expect everybody involved with KubeVirt to attend, so there's nobody who can be here.
Okay, that works. Is there anything else for the open floor?
Maybe just small remark regarding Go models, because I created the PR to move our repository, KubeVirt repository, to work with Go models. So we will drop support for the glide, and it also have limitation on the Go version. So Go models exist only from version 1.11. But again, probably the most part of the people just build it under the container, so it should not be a problem. And at least from what I saw already, it works much faster than Glide. And it really dropped a lot of unused code from our vendor directories.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So, and again, I'm currently blocked by CDI unit testing because they currently do not use updated client set. So I created PR also to update CDI repository to use Kubernetes version 1.13.4 and generated new client set for it. So when it will be merged, I will update my PR and unit testing will pass. So
very nice.
Pretty all that I have to say.
And all this
and CI works, by the like it. CI don't have any troubles. It's only unit testing have troubles.
Oh, great. And is there? Oh no, I forgot my question. Yeah, we trick a little bit around with vendor dependencies, right? With
yeah, exactly. It's like you have possibility by default. Go model is just trying to fetch all dependency from the internet and put it under some cache directory under Go homepage, Go page. But you have possibility to specify environment variables. So first of all, you can vendor all dependency from the cache locally, like we have today. And when you run Go build, for example, you have possibility to specify two environment variables. The one will say just do not fetch dependency from the internet, and the second will say use dependency from the vendor directory and not from the cache directory. So
okay,
it close all the gap around building.
Okay, and this also means we can still have something like the staging directory where we then symlink some parts of our vendor dependencies into the vendor directory and so on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Awesome, thank you. With no further questions on that, are there any other topics to raise today? All right, thank you everybody, and see you in 2 weeks. I believe that will be the, next week is the 22nd, so that'll be the 29th. See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.